Death toll from Hurricane Matthew is now at 24. Thanks for being with us. I'm Justin Quisenberry in for Sharon Tazwell.
And I'm Sean Maroney. People along the Neuse and Tar rivers, they remain on alert tonight. 80% of the town of Princeville is believed to be underwater after the Tar River crested there. CBS North Carolina Steve Sprasia begins our team coverage tonight with a story of hope in one of the hardest hit areas. Steve?
Sean, Justin, one of the most amazing stories involves the Princeville fire chief. That first responder had a close call, which almost turned into his last call. It happened on Saturday, just on the other side of that bridge, as the volunteer unit moved into action.
Our fire crews arrived on scene, saw a vehicle in the water in distress. Water was about 3/4 of the way in the vehicle.
It was during the height of the storm Saturday, and the chief himself went in the water with a rope tied to his waist.
Before I know it, the vehicle was moving, and then I remember going in the water, and my firefighter said that I disappeared underwater, the vehicle disappeared underwater.
After he went under, we just went into emergency mode, and I told the driver, look, just back up as fast as you can.
This huge 5-ton truck, this was the vehicle that saved the chief's life with the assistance of a couple of his dedicated firefighters.
When we tied the chief off, this is the anchor point. We had this rope tied around here.
The chief's wife was listening at the time.
I was at the station manning the telephone calls when I heard it over the radio that my husband was down.
Was your heart in your mouth?
Under my feet. Yeah, it was very heart-wrenching.
Once he backed up and the chief came ashore, and we kind of rolled him over, and he was breathing, and it was a sigh of relief to know that he was breathing.
Now, not only was the chief saved, but also the woman who was in that automobile was saved, we're told, by combination of efforts from the Tarboro and the Rocky Mount Fire Departments. Now, the chief says he doesn't really recall what happened after he went underwater, but his firefighters recall, and they'll be able to tell him for days to come. One other thing I should mention right now that's happening at this moment, if you look across the bridge, you can't see anything, but look over there towards the Rotary. The National Guard is now bringing in a lot of heavy equipment. That equipment's going to go right over the bridge into Princeville and start some of that recovery effort once the waters begin to recede. Reporting live, I'm Steve Sprasia, CBS North Carolina.